TSDS. This is the U.S. government's consolidated watch list for all known or suspected terrorists. It is maintained by the FBI's Terrorist Screening Center. The TSDS is not just one list. It is the central database that pulls in and merges information from multiple intelligence and law enforcement agencies. It is the single, authoritative who's who of terrorism suspects. This master list is then used to feed information to all the other, more specific watch lists, like the no-fly list. No-fly list. This is the most famous and most restrictive of all the watch lists. The no-fly list is a small, specific subset of the master terrorist screening database. Individuals on this list are prohibited from boarding any commercial aircraft flying into, out of, within, or over the United States. Its criteria are the most stringent, reserved for individuals who are deemed to pose a direct threat of committing a terrorist act that could endanger an aircraft. You do not get on this list for minor offenses. You get on it because the government believes you are a direct threat to aviation security. Selectee List. This is the second, less restrictive aviation watch list, also derived from the Master Terrorist Screening Database. An individual on the Selectee List is not barred from flying, but they are subjected to enhanced security screening every single time they attempt to board a plane. This means they will always be pulled aside for extra measures, which can include a full-body pat-down, an explosive trace detection swab of their hands and luggage, and a complete physical inspection of all their carry-on items. They cannot use self-service check-in and must always see an airline agent. Class. This is the Department of State's primary watch list, used by U.S. embassies and consulates around the world. The class system is used during the visa application process to check if a foreign national is inadmissible to the United States for any number of reasons. While it includes terrorism concerns from the main TSDB, it is much broader. It also contains the names of individuals with criminal records, previous immigration violations, or those who may be ineligible for a visa for health-related or other reasons. CDC Do Not Board. This is a public health watch list maintained by the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. Its purpose is to prevent individuals with certain serious communicable diseases from boarding commercial flights to, from, or within the United States. A person is placed on this list if they are known to be infectious and are either unaware of their diagnosis or are non-compliant with public health recommendations. This list is a legal order that prohibits airlines from issuing a boarding pass to the named individual, protecting the traveling public from a health security threat. CDC Public Health Lookout. This is another CDC-managed list used to protect public health at the nation's borders. The Public Health Lookout List, or PHLO, is a tool that allows the CDC to notify U.S. Customs and Border Protection of an individual who needs a health screening upon arrival in the United States. This could be someone who has been exposed to a contagious disease but is not yet infectious. It flags the traveler for a health assessment by a CDC public health officer at the port of entry. NCIC. While not exclusively a watch list, the NCIC is a massive nationwide electronic database of criminal justice information maintained by the FBI. It is used by virtually every law enforcement officer in the United States. It contains numerous files that function as watch lists, including the Wanted Persons file for individuals with outstanding arrest warrants, the Missing Persons file, and, crucially, the Gang file and the Known or Appropriately Suspected Terrorist file. When a police officer pulls you over and runs your name, they are checking it against the NCIC. SDN. This is not a travel watch list, but a powerful financial one. The SDN list is maintained by the Department of the Treasury's Office of Foreign Assets Control. It is a list of individuals, entities, and companies who are considered to be owned or controlled by, or acting on behalf of, targeted foreign countries. It also includes individuals designated as terrorists and narcotics traffickers. American citizens and companies are prohibited from conducting any business or financial transactions with anyone on the SDN list. It is the primary tool for enforcing U.S. economic sanctions. CSL. This is not a single list, but rather a powerful search tool that combines multiple, separate export control and sanctions watch lists from the Departments of Commerce, State, and Treasury. The CSL is a one-stop shop for companies to check if a potential foreign customer or partner is on a restricted list. It screens against the Treasury's SDN list, the Commerce Department's Entity List, and others, ensuring businesses do not illegally export sensitive technology or conduct business with debarred entities. Commerce Department's Entity. This is a major trade restriction list maintained by the Commerce Department's Bureau of Industry and Security. The Entity List identifies foreign companies, organizations, and individuals that are believed to be involved in activities contrary to U.S. national security or foreign policy interests. U.S. companies are generally prohibited from exporting or transferring specific technologies to any entity on this list without a special license. It is a key tool used to block foreign access to sensitive American technology. State Department's Debarred Parties. These are watch lists focused on controlling the export of military technology. Maintained by the State Department, these lists name individuals and companies that are barred from participating in the export of defense articles and services covered by the International Traffic in Arms Regulations, or ITAR. If a company is caught illegally exporting missiles or night vision goggles, they are put on this list, effectively ending their ability to participate in the international arms trade. SAM.gov Exclusions. This is the federal government's Do Not Do Business With list. Maintained by the System for Award Management, or SAM.gov, the exclusions list contains the names of individuals and companies that have been suspended or debarred from receiving federal contracts, grants, or other financial assistance. A company can be debarred for reasons ranging from fraud and tax evasion to poor performance on a previous contract, ensuring that taxpayer money only goes to responsible parties. LEIE. This is a critical healthcare watch list maintained by the Department of Health and Human Services Office of Inspector General. The LEIE contains the names of all individuals and companies who are excluded from participating in any federal healthcare program, such as Medicare and Medicaid. A doctor convicted of healthcare fraud or a pharmaceutical company found guilty of illegal marketing would be placed on this list, barring them from receiving any payments from federal health programs. Thanks for watching. Do you think America's growing network of watch lists keeps the country safe or just keeps everyone under watch? Let me know your thoughts down below. Also, remember to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video.